TheTalkTalk.com.
I met Ryan Beatty about 2 years ago. He's from my hometown, and I gotta tell you, ever since I saw Ryan, I believed in him, and I continue to believe in him to this day. And that's why I'm here tonight in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, with all of you beautiful people in attendance. Make some noise. I want to give a shout out to my man DJ Ski. Ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood, it is my privilege to present to you the one, the only, Ryan Beatty!
Oh yeah. It's just another simple song. Still sounds good if you sing it wrong. Baby, if it moves you, you can dance. Oh, 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 yeah. Cause all you really, really want is a tune you can also pull. Song, yeah. What's up? So I'm gonna need you guys to clap like this, alright? Ready? Listen to me, alright? 1, 2. Just like that. Alright, got it? This is Let It Go. So hope you guys enjoy it. Sometimes slip, sometimes it's right. Sometimes you gotta walk away just to put up a fight. I may be young, but I understand that. You gotta learn to deal with the cards you have.
Tuesday, which means it's J Live Entertainment Radio's The Experience Live. I am Joey Perez, and I am back right here on CentralValleyTalk.com. And I am so excited because I got a lot of things to talk about today. I have survived the Tulare County Fair. And just to inform all of you, we have brought back our co-host contestant, Sydnie Brazile.
Woo!
Sydnie Brazile, welcome back. And the reason why is because we are giving a second opportunity, not only to Sydnie, but also another co-host contestant, because the competition is so close.
It's real close.
That I feel it's only fair to bring you back and give you another opportunity, because the first time, you know what I mean, you're nervous,
yeah.
You're kind of like, you know, you don't know what's going on with the show.
Now I'm
and
a
I
pro.
think and I think right now
This
you're going
is
to be
my
ready.
show.
This is your show. So welcome back, Sydnie.
Thank
and you guys, as we kicked off the show, you saw Ryan Beatty from our show live at the Roxy in Hollywood this past July. And Sydnie, you were actually a part of that show.
Yeah, I was one of the openers along with Cimorelli. It was really fun.
But the reason why we showed you that video is because we had a big week this past week, because Ryan Beatty, his song was actually covered by the one and only Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
I saw that and I was like, no freaking way. I was like, is Ryan just like playing piano? And then I looked and I was like, that's Justin Bieber.
It's Justin Bieber. So Justin Bieber
awesome.
gave props to Ryan, and I know we got a special video. We can show you this clip really quick in just a moment. Ryan Beatty was actually his song "Every Little Thing," which is available on iTunes, was covered by Justin Bieber. It's a very short clip, but let's check it out really quick. Unbelievable. Justin Bieber covering Ryan Beatty song. Now that goes to show you, folks, where this young kid from Fresno, California, from Clovis, California, I mean, from the Central Valley, representing Central Valley, doing a huge thing, and we are just so proud to be a part of his success and helping Ryan Beatty out. But Ryan is on a whole nother level right now. He's got a texting campaign with AT&T that you can see.
I saw that commercial the other day, and I was like, I'm just like in shock right now. I'm like Justin Bieber, and then I look at him on TV. And
so then he's not only at the movie theaters. When you go watch a movie, they put up that commercial. He was on the front page of YouTube. Worldwide. So basically when you went to YouTube, you saw Ryan Beatty telling you it can wait, the texting campaign. So once again, let's give a big round of applause to Ryan Beatty, everybody. Unbelievable. We wish him the best on his success. He's actually going to be back in Fresno at the big Fresno Fair on October the 13th. So can't wait to meet up with Ryan and his family again and get ready for some big things on the horizon. But anyway, Sydnie, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's been a busy week, and folks, I'm just trying to get to a ton of things that I got to talk to you about today. But I had a long week. We had the Tulare County Fair, which was from last Wednesday until this past Sunday.
Wow.
We had the Next Big Thing talent show out at the Tulare County Fair, and then we had 559 Fights number 5 on Saturday. So it was so busy. I mean, you got to understand, I was producing 2 events at the same time.
When was the last time you slept? That's my question.
That's a good question.
I think this guy sleeps.
I think that's why I'm a little nutso right now. I'm going crazy. But I think that's what keeps our show edgy, is that you never know when I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, or fall asleep.
Fall asleep. Yeah.
Welcome to.
But I mean, I got to tell you, it's very stressful. I was literally at the Next Big Thing talent show backstage, texting my partners and matchmakers over at 559 Fights, and they're hitting me up and they're saying, I got this problem and I got this problem, and I'm trying to fix it over text, and at the same time then I go back on stage for the talent show, come back off stage for the talent show, and I'm working on the fights, and I'm going back. I mean, it was just unbelievable and stressful, but you know what? We made it happen. The Next Big Thing talent show was a success this past weekend at the Tulare County Fair, and 559 Fights number 5 was also a great success.
I still need to go to one of the fights because I see the videos and it's huge and it's like really live.
Now, are you a cage fighting fan?
I'll watch it. I like it better than most sports.
So you like cage fighting better than boxing or golf or NASCAR?
Yeah, definitely. Golf and NASCAR.
Well, that's a good thing. Any girl that likes cage fighting is a favorite of mine. So, so that's a good thing. But anyways, so Tulare County Fair was awesome. Thank you very much to Tulare, California for all of your support out there. Now, Big Fresno Fair is the next thing that we're on to right now.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, Wednesday, September the 19th, we're actually having auditions for our Next Big Thing talent show competition out there. Get this. We're going to have winning opening spots to open up for Kendrick Lamar, who's a up-and-coming hip-hop artist who's doing really big in the industry. Tyga. Everybody knows Tyga. He's got some big hits. He's coming to the Big Fresno Fair.
Okay, just making
sure. The winners of our competition will have an opportunity to open up for Kendrick Lamar, Tyga, and get this, Weezer.
What?
Yes, Weezer. That's right. And for all of our Hispanic folks out there, I know we had Mexican Independence Day on Sunday. Gerardo Ortiz. You're also going to have a chance to open up for him as well. So we have big opportunities. You can check out more information at jlivent.com. The big audition for the Big Fresno Fair is tomorrow, September the 19th. It starts at 7 p.m. I'm actually going to be on the air locally with B95, the radio station. We're going to be holding on-air auditions.
That's cool.
So the people that advance on from those on-air auditions are actually going to go to the front of the line of the official auditions later that night. Nice. So hopefully I didn't confuse a lot of people out there. But tomorrow, September the 19th, Big Fresno Fair, Next Big Thing talent show audition. So, Sydnie, enough about my weekend. How was your weekend? What'd you do?
My weekend was good. It was long. I've just been doing a lot of music stuff, working with different people instead of by myself.
Okay.
For different reasons. It's a surprise, kind of. Got some stuff up my sleeve.
And we actually have a special video that we did for Sydnie this past July. I think it's really great. I'm going to show this video really quick. This is Sydnie Brazile, folks, in a showcase that we did for her out at the Next Big Thing talent show. But you're going to kind of see her true talent. I mean, I think she could be a co-host, but I also think
I can do it all.
She could be a great singer. Check it out really quick.
Took a walk
with the palm trees as the daylight fell. Sangria in the canteen, talking to myself. I've been singing, God, since I was like 2 or 3. The first song I ever really just sang all the time was ABC's, but in opera. A pretty woman in a ball gown, a Richard Gere in a tux, getting married in the courthouse. I took a guitar class my junior year in high school, and I was actually forced because piano was taken, and I got in the guitar class and it was full of boys. I hated it, and then I ended up loving it, and I haven't put it down since. I just might die with. There's no other feeling like playing in front of a crowd and having them vibe with you and feel you. Even when they don't, I'm having fun, so that's kind of all that matters to me. It's just a great feeling, and singing and performing is the only way I can really get that feeling, so I just keep doing it and doing it. It's kind of like an addiction. My name is Sydnie Brazile, and I am the next big thing.
Once again, folks, that's Sydnie Brazile. Come on, let's give a big round of applause for Sydnie, everybody. Woo!
Thanks.
Sydnie, I'm telling you, you're a great singer, but I think you're also a potential co-host of our show.
Thank you.
And if you are going to be that co-host, somebody just said, does she need a drummer? Who's this? Philly Rock. Does she need a drummer? Do you need a drummer?
At the moment, I have a drummer. Because I may or may not be putting together a band for the audition tomorrow. I'm not sure. Probably not. Okay. Maybe. You never know. But yeah, I do have a drummer. I need a bass player and a lead guitarist, please.
So this has turned into what Sydnie needs.
Yeah, this is right Sydnie's musician Craigslist right now.
So Sydnie Brazile, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thank you very much. And like I said, next week we're going to be welcoming back another co-host contestant to give them a second opportunity at J-Live Radio. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about it later today, is exes in relationships. So we went from texting in relationships to exes in relationships. Okay, so is it good or bad? We're going to be talking about that. Is it good or bad to still have that ex around somehow as a friend, as a coworker, whatever? We're going to be talking about that a little bit later. We also have tickets to the big comedy show with Andre Covington, September the 28th in Hanford, California at the Irwin Street Inn. We have tickets to that to give away. All you have to do is enter the enter, watch, and win box here on CentralValleyTalk.com and type in J-Live Radio with your name and email, and we're going to give you 2 tickets to that big comedy show September the 28th, which is already, I mean, not this week, but next week, next Friday, so it's going to be big. We got wacky news stories coming up, entertainment gossip, and get this, the Week in Sports with DJ Brian Anthony. We went over all of our NFL Week 2 picks last week, and I am victorious again. I can't wait to tell them I'm 2-0, baby, undefeated in my NFL picks. So we're going to be picking our Week 3 NFL picks later today as well. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Sydnie, you've survived segment number 1.
I did it, I'm alive.
And we'll be back with more J-Live Radio. It's the Experience Live. We'll be right back.
I cannot believe how expensive funerals are today. Nancy said she spent more than $12,000 on John's service. Now, when Mom took ill, we went to Sterling & Smith and prearranged her funeral for less than half of what Nancy spent. Sterling & Smith has a beautiful facility, professional staff, and packages that start below $3,000. It was more than a funeral. It was truly a celebration of life.
At Sterling & Smith, we believe that a high-quality service should be affordable to everyone. Let us help you plan for the inevitable. Call us today, because you just don't know about tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Greg Rude, a local real estate agent working with London Properties. You might be thinking about buying or selling a property right now, or maybe you just have a question about real estate. I'd love to help you with that. Give me a call at 352-7716, and I can answer any questions that you might have. Maybe you've got a property that's upside down. Maybe you're interested in buying a bank foreclosure and have a question about that. Or maybe you just like someone to show you some houses that you're interested in or have a question about a particular property. Once again, give me a call. My name's Greg, 352-7716, and I'd love to help you. Thanks.
This just in. Tower District houses are selling for as little as $300 per month. If you have a job and decent credit, you can own your own home. If you can come up with a down payment, you can own a home a lot cheaper than you can rent, and your payment will never go up. Also, you could deduct most of your house payment from your income taxes. If you'd like to lock in your monthly house payment at $300 to $500 per month for the next 30 years, call Mike Briggs Properties, 486-6758. Mike Briggs Properties, 486-6758.
Hi, I'm Jason Gobelli, and I'd like you to take just a minute and ask yourself a couple of questions. Are your needs being met in the real estate business? Are you getting all the latest technology that you need to be productive in this market? Are you getting the benefits that you deserve? Do you have enough leads? Are you truly making enough money for all that hard work and time you've been putting in? If not, you might want to give me a call and we can set up a confidential interview. At Connect Realty, we're one of the fastest growing companies around. There's tons of tools and benefits for agents, like freerealtor.com showcase listings, free unlimited virtual tours, free websites with nationwide IDX. We have free virtual back office, free compliance coordinator so that you can be paid right away. There's health insurance, life insurance, and the best part is the commissions start from 80% and go to 95%. And we have one of the best retirement plans in the whole industry. Now, I cannot possibly go over everything in this short minute. Go to the website, careers@connectrealty.com, or feel free to call us at the toll-free number, or you can even call my personal line, 559-307-0550. I look forward to talking to you. Thanks.
This segment is brought to you by Corrine Hatfield of Platinum Mortgage. If you are thinking of purchasing a new home or refinancing an existing home, call Corrine Hatfield at 917-7111.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
And we are back at the Experience Live with Joey Perez. And, I guess I'm Joey Perez, and this is Sydnie Brazile, who's here, co-host contestant.
That's me,
What was your
Sydnie
number?
Brazile.
Do you remember your number? Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4.
It was 4. That's not my favorite number.
Co-host
though.
contestant number 4, Sydnie Brazile, is welcome back because she made the second cut.
Yeah.
So it's like when you go audition for like American Idol and all those shows like X Factor
I don't want to talk
and
about that.
The Voice, you make the second cut. Like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I made the second cut for The Voice, but everything else they were just like...
Well, speaking of The Voice, apparently Christina Aguilera and CeeLo Green are leaving. They are leaving for season 4.
CeeLo too?
Yes, both of them. CeeLo Green are leaving to take a Voice hiatus, and replacing them will be Shakira and Usher.
Oh, okay.
So apparently what's going on is The Voice, I guess has been producing some big numbers for NBC. So they're like, hey, we want to keep this show going. And now they're like competing against the X Factor, like head to head. So what they did was they added a third Wednesday episode to ruin the X Factor's big premiere show.
Oh,
so it's like they're
gosh.
saying, hey,
So
we're
they're
coming
really
after you. Because remember, the X Factor is the only show, I'm sorry, not the X Factor, The Voice is the only show as far as talent competition that Simon Cowell actually doesn't executive produce.
Oh, you know.
So The Voice is on their own. They're like, hey, we don't care about America's Got Talent. We don't care about American Idol. We're coming to wars. But apparently, like I said, Christina Aguilera and CeeLo Green are taking a hiatus. Now, which one do you like the best? The Voice, American Idol, or the X Factor?
I used to like American Idol.
Okay.
Now that the new panelists are who they are, I'm not into it. Right now, I like the X Factor because I really like Demi Lovato.
Did you see the girl that sang that was bullied on the X Factor? And,
yes,
she
I
came
did.
out and sang her
She sang
wow.
one of my favorite songs, so I liked it.
That was an awesome performance. Then they had this 13-year-old that was really good too. The next day on the X Factor, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not into Britney. I can't get into her. I don't know what it is about her.
I don't know. I think she did a good job. I'm not really into her or whatever, but I think she did a good job. She was kind of harsh, which I kind of liked because I thought she would be like all nice and sweet.
Well, you know what should be interesting is Nicki Minaj is actually going to be one of the new judges on American Idol.
Snore. I'm asleep right now.
Well, apparently one man who's not sleeping right now is the fisherman who was adrift for 106 days in the Pacific and says that the shark A shark led him to rescuers. Can you believe this?
Could be.
So apparently, Taioki Teitoti, 41, a policeman from the Central Pacific Island nation of Kiribati, I believe it's called, had been traveling with his brother-in-law on what was supposed to be a short voyage beginning May 27th. And apparently, the mariners decided to fish along the way, fell asleep during the night. When they woke up, they were far at sea, adrift about, away from their 15-foot wooden vessel. They soon ran out of fuel, and they were short on water. And then, so they started having dehydration issues. I mean, they basically were going to die.
So they were on a boat, though?
They were on a boat.
I thought for some reason in my head that he was just floating there, and there was a shark that was like, come, follow me. And he, like, grabbed onto his fin and just went to shore. But
well, here's what happened. It was the afternoon of September 11th that he awoke to the sound of a scratching against his boat.
Oh.
And apparently a 6-foot shark was circling the boat. And it was bumping against the boat. Mm-hmm. But basically what happened was, according to Teitoti, the shark was guiding the fishing boat.
Okay.
So it kept pushing the boat over, and then it pushed him over to the rescuers.
Wow. Okay.
And
I believe that. I believe in stuff like that.
So you don't believe that this shark could have just wanted to eat the guy? I mean, maybe possibly. I mean, I just don't believe the story. I mean, I've never heard that a shark would just not want to, like, eat somebody.
Yeah, but he knows that they're in a boat, so what's he get? Does he really think he can knock the boat over and eat the people inside?
I don't know.
I think he's just a good Samaritan
story.
shark.
I think the guy's lying, but apparently he was saved by the shark. So, speaking of sharks, Ashton Kutcher. That didn't make sense, but Ashton Kutcher. Get this. Ashton Kutcher was too busy on the phone to make out with his eager girlfriend. What's it, Mila or Mila? Mila Kunis. She's pretty cute.
Says who? What is?
Hold on. There's pictures. The Daily Mail has photos of this actually happening. I wish I could show you guys. But here we go. Let me see. I think I can show you. Okay. So get this. So she's trying to, let me see if I can turn my laptop really quick. She's trying to kiss him.
Oh my gosh.
She's trying to kiss him. And if you can see that really quick, he's actually texting while she's trying to kiss him. This is like one of the hottest girls in Hollywood. And Ashton, can you see that?
Yeah.
Ashton's texting.
Come on, Kelso.
I mean, I think that's that just kind of goes to show you maybe a little bit about his character. He's probably not into her.
He's got to be into her. How?
Okay, let's say you were making out with a guy.
Okay.
And he pulls out his phone, and as you're making out with him, he's texting. Is that going to upset you?
I would just take it,
exactly,
and throw
right?
it onto the rocks, because they look like they're on some rocks.
Yeah, they're on a rock. But isn't that something that you would be upset about?
Yeah, but
what would you say to him?
They're like a real couple now, though. So it's kind of, well, it's not okay, but if it was like a guy I was just dating and I wanted to kiss him and he was texting, I'd be like, dude, get out of here. But since they're like a real...
I don't know. Apparently, like I said, they caught this and it's making a big buzz in Hollywood, and it's saying that this is typical of Ashton Kutcher. Well, he just recently got a divorce with Demi Moore. Apparently, he was found with some chicks at a hotel party. And they found pictures of that, too. So Ashton Kutcher is not good with this whole photo thing.
He's not a good guy.
And apparently he's like sponsored by Nikon or something, right? I don't know what's going on.
He should be good with these pictures if he's going to be sponsored by them.
I don't know. But anyways, box office news. What's going on in the movies? Sydney, did you go to the movies this weekend?
I did not.
I had no time to go to the movies, nor did I been to the movies in a few months.
I only go to the $3 movies and Clovis because I'm cheap.
But apparently the number 5 movie raking in this weekend about $3 million is Paranorman. Again, this cartoon /
I think we have to see it because this is annoying. I just want to see what it's about.
Lawless comes in at number 4 with about $4 million. The Possession, which was number 1, which is like this Exorcist type movie, is at number 3, raked in about $5 million. Finding Nemo 3D. This isn't even a new movie. They've basically just brought the movie back.
I hate that.
And now they're making more money. This is how like dumb we are. Because
I didn't see it.
Okay, I know, I understand that, but what I'm saying is that I mean, because I'll probably go and spend the money, even though I have the movie on DVD. I'm gonna go and take my daughter to watch Finding Nemo 3D.
The bubbles won't be right in your face, though.
I just don't get it. I mean, for my dollar, for my spending dollar, I would have rather had them give me a new movie. You know what I mean? Like a Finding Nemo 2, not Finding Nemo 3D.
Yeah, because
You
it's
know
the
what I
same
mean?
thing. But
So it's the same movie but 3D. But anyways, it came in at number 2, raked in about $17 million. So you got to understand, they've already made the money back from what they spent on the movie.
What are they trying to do now?
So now all this money's extra cash.
They're just greedy.
Resident Evil Retribution is number 1 at the box office with $21 million this weekend. Apparently Resident Evil is like a video game, right?
Nerds.
No? Anybody know about Resident Evil? Anybody
No.
here? No? Okay.
We're
Well,
all not
apparently
nerds.
this is like the 6th movie of the series, and people love it. But I'm really excited about End of Watch, which is a police.
Yes.
I think it's
that
a
so
LA
bad.
police department movie. Real life, not real life scenes, but it's a kind of a real life gripping story. Really good about 2 cops, so that's going to be pretty good. But anyways, we got a lot of things to get to right now. We have a special guest that's going to be with us after the commercial break, Michael Rivera, who's a judge of the Next Big Thing Talent Show, which is an original production of J Live Entertainment. He's going to be here with us to talk about tomorrow's big Fresno Fair audition and what advice he will give to some of the talent that will be coming in for the Next Big Thing Talent Show. But let's get to today's topic really quick. And today's topic is exes in relationship.
Hold on.
What? What
you
is
got
it?
a message that says you look like Ricky
Bobby
Martin.
says Joey looks like Ricky Martin. Hey, I think that's kind of a compliment. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But unfortunately, our sexual preferences are a little different. He's gay. I'm straight. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but hey, he came out just last year, right?
Good times. I remember. I was there.
Anyways, topic today is exes in relationships, good or bad. Go, Sydney.
Terrible. Bad. Leave
Why?
him alone. Just get out of here. Go away.
Why though?
Gee, I don't know. Just 'cause.
Is it because you have that other person just lingering? You know what I mean? Like, okay, it's almost like you can't move on with a new relationship with somebody because there's always that past that's just kind of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you want to move on,
You gotta just either kill them
okay.
or ship them, put them in a box, ship them to like Tahiti, or just delete them off of all your. Social
Okay, no.
networks.
But let's put a scenario here. So you just started a new relationship, right?
Sure.
You left your ex. Okay, that's about a year ago.
Okay.
But this person still texts you out of the blue, like, let's say at midnight or whatever. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I want to see you.
No.
Are you going to text them back?
No, that wouldn't happen.
Okay, so now what if the person that was with you texted their ex back? Would that make you feel weird?
Yeah. No, he would. That just doesn't happen with me. Like
No, I understand that, but I'm asking you a question.
Like
If you did.
hypothetically,
Yeah, hypothetically.
if that happened, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I would just kind of not be with that.
And
person.
those are the problems that occur in relationships when the exes come back in. Even though the person doesn't want to be with them,
Yeah.
even though the person's moved on, if that ex hasn't moved on, they can still cause problems in your
They
relationship.
can. They do that on purpose. If they're lonely, they'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Now, what about the people that have success, though, with the exes? Like, they're just friends now.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
Does somebody know that, Mike?
Does that exist in life?
So I guess it does exist, but my thing is 80% of the time I think it's bad. Maybe even
Okay.
90% of the time.
Maybe 99.9, but
So you say no way.
yeah, no.
Absolutely not. You don't want an ex in the relationship at all.
I mean, if like he's my ex-husband and we have children, then I guess I have to.
Ah,
But
okay,
this
so there's
is
a difference.
I'm 20, so this is like not even an option.
Hold on. There's a difference. So you're saying now, if there's baggage as
Then
far
you
as
guys
like
kinda
a
have to
family,
have a
a relationship,
connection,
then
yeah.
that's okay. But if there's no type of anything,
Then why are you even texting me? Yeah. Then what's going on?
okay, well, we're going to leave those comments up to you guys. You can hit us up on Twitter at JLiveENT, Facebook, JLiveENT, or even our official website, JLiveENT.com. Remember, we're giving away 2 tickets to the big comedy show Friday, September the 28th, Andre Covington at the Irwin Street Inn in Hanford, California. All you got to do is hit up our Enter, Watch, and Win box. I am so sorry. We're getting so many messages throughout the show, but we have so many things to talk about that I can't get to every message, and I'll promise you that I'll be reading some more messages if you guys keep sending those into our chat box here. So coming up, Michael Rivera from the Next Big Thing Talent Show. He's the judge of the Next Big Thing Talent Show, one of the judges, and he's going to be talking about the big Fresno Fair competition, what advice he'll be given to contestants as we get ready for the big audition tomorrow at the Paul Paul Theater, September the 19th, 7 p.m. Big audition for the big Fresno Fair. Michael Rivera coming up next.
Sterling & Smith is the Valley's leader in providing high-quality funeral and cremation services at affordable prices. We offer personalization, customization, and value for every family. With locations in Fresno and Tulare to serve you, you can rest assured that our caring and compassionate staff will be here to help you plan an appropriate celebration of life. We are committed to excellence and guarantee that we will not be beat on price or service. Let us help you plan for the inevitable. Call us today, because you just don't know about tomorrow.
Mike Briggs Properties has a very special historic property for sale that can be used as a home or as a business. This classic California craftsman historical home is located in the Tower District, Fresno High area. The interior ambiance displays a heyday of craftsman aesthetics, substance, strength, symmetry, and casual grace. Elegantly appointed mahogany and oak structural elements integrate form and function in a harmonious flow from room to room in this two-story, 4,500-foot home. The property also includes a nearly 800-foot two-bedroom apartment above the garage. This property is well suited for a professional office type of business or for a large family or combined living and workspace. The lot included with this property is park-sized with plenty of room for expansion or as a parking lot big enough to support a commercial business. For more information on this property, call Mike Briggs Properties at 486-6758. Mike Briggs Properties, 486-6758.
Welcome to Jothny's Porch.
We
have been doing this for a
year. My memory of the porch is that it's very much where women ruled. It was almost a throne.
You be going like that.
I'm circular. See, Southern folks are circular. What she said, preach. You want me to preach? Love sharing those things and those things that'll make you stronger and better and go for.
I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Turn me around. Hey. Turn me around, ain't gonna let nobody.
Okay, no more drama. To myself, I said self, myself said yeah.
That was a good one.
That was good, girl. I'm good. Helping you become the best reflection of yourself. And what was that? The one God intended all along. We're going to get there together, I promise you. Thank God for the post. Amen.
You can advertise your business, your product, or your event on Central Valley Talk, the Valley's only internet television station. Several of our programs are also picked up on Dish and cable networks. For the best advertising dollar, call Central Valley Talk at 579-1360. This segment is brought to you by Blimpies in the Tower District. For all of your lunch and dinner needs, go to Blimpies in the Tower District.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Live from the Big Fresno Fair, it is J-Live Entertainment's Next Big Thing Talent Show finale for its 9th year here at the Big Fresno Fair.
I always tell the contestants this, entertain me.
This is the finale of the Next Big Thing Talent Show, ladies and gentlemen. Please check out our official website, jliveent.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Special Edition. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for Special Edition.
The crowd went crazy.
Man, you guys are fantastic. The timing was on point.
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Maritza Beltran.
How's Fresno doing today? Dicen que por las noches no más se le iban puro llorar. Dicen que no comía, no más se le iban puro tomar. juran que el mismo cielo se estremecía al oír su llanto.
Joey, that's what I'm talking about right there. Everything you did, man, from the beginning. I know you took everything we told you from your wardrobe. Do you remember how uncomfortable you felt up there? To using the stage, to the lyrics, man, you were on point. I know both of those songs, and I loved it. Definitely an A+ on that.
Thank you very much, Carmen. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Sydnie Brazile.
All right, next big thing, talent show out at the Big Fresno Fair. That was actually last year's competition, and this year is going to be the 10-year anniversary of the next big thing talent show out at the Big Fresno Fair. I can't even believe it. 10 years out of the Big Fresno Fair. I definitely, right now, if I can, I want to thank the Big Fresno Fair, their staff, Stacy Rionda, you know I love you. Thank you so much for your support and for your continued business with J Live Entertainment and the next big thing talent show. So once again, 10 years out of the Big Fresno Fair. And before we get to anything else, I want to give a special shout out. I believe that's Cheese. We at St. Ag are very entertained on their breaks, of course, at work. And love you both together. We vote for Sydnie.
Yeah, that's
so
me.
funny. So once again, thank you very much to everybody out at St. Agnes who are checking us out on their breaks right now at work. And remember, you can also check us out on your phone. So if you got your phone, hey, you just pull it to the side there and watch your show on CentralValleyTalk.com. But anyways, right here, ladies and gentlemen, with me is one of our judges of the Next Big Thing Talent Show competition, an original production of J Live Entertainment, Michael Rivera. How's it going, man?
It's going great. Thank you for having me over here, buddy.
Before we get started, give everybody a quick background on who Michael is.
Well, I've been a trainer for NFL, UFC athletes for about going 5 years now. I'm going on 3 years at Central Valley today and KC24's trainer. So I train athletes. I coach over at Clovis North. I coach football over there.
Okay.
I have a little bit of a kinesiology background, a criminology background. I was an officer at one time in my life. I've done a little bit of everything from that standpoint. I was one of the judges at your show last year. We had some great talent.
And I think when we met, we actually met through the nightlife of the entertainment side of business.
Yes.
Basically, what happened was I was bringing in celebrities to different parts of the Central Valley. Michael was actually a promoter. You were working with the nightclub, a lot of nightclubs out here.
About 4 of them.
And then we met up. We kind of hooked up, and I said, you know what, man, you'd be a perfect fit for the Next Big Thing Talent Show. Next thing you know, Michael's part of the Next Big Thing Talent Show. But get this. You also got to judge Sydnie last year.
I did, which she was awesome.
You're just saying that because you're right next to me.
So Sydnie, you actually have a little bit of an upper hand right now because you're actually sitting next to a judge of this year's Big Fresno Fair competition. So hey, I don't want no money being passed or anything about, hey, let me in through the show, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I don't want none of that going on. But anyways, folks, Next Big Thing Talent Show, the big audition is tomorrow, September the 19th, 7 p.m. What should contestants know that when you're sitting there and you see a contestant in front of you, what should they know is going to impress you and give them extra points?
I gotta take notes. Hold on.
Eye contact is huge. Have eye contact with your audience. Know your audience. Know who to reach. Stage presence is huge. Use the whole entire stage, not just one portion. Don't just stay in the middle and just no. Use the whole entire thing.
What was that song?
Anyway, reach out to. Say a different type of audience. So say if your demographic is kids, have maybe kids as your back dancers or as your back singers or what not be. And when you choose your music, again, use it towards your age. Like you see a lot of kids nowadays in the business and the entertainment world they say they're 15 and they're talking about baby's daddy or baby mama drama, and it's like, kid, you're like 15 years old. Do you really understand? All those little things.
And I see what you're saying because, like I said, this is probably going to bring out a lot of hip hop artists.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because of the fact that you're going to be able to open up for Kendrick Lamar and Tyga. So we're going to get a lot of that. And one of the things that I recommend for a lot of the hip hop artists that are coming out, number one, remember, you're going to be in front of a fair audience, which means you're talking about families, you're talking about grandparents that come out to the fair and hang out and hang out at our stage. You don't want to be talking about, number one, first of all, drugs, alcohol, sex, all that stuff. I mean, there's a way to do it, I think. There's a way to rap about it. There's a way to say a story about hip-hop. I mean, we were just talking about B. Wash.
Right.
B. Wash, who was a winner locally here at the Big Fresno Fair about 3 years ago in our competition. He did exactly what I always ask from hip-hop artists. He told a story. He told us a story of what he came through, of what he was experiencing through his hip-hop career. You know what I mean? And that's what I like to see.
What's great about him, he didn't curse a lot.
No, he did not.
He didn't curse a lot. He reached his audience, And what's now, he's actually doing stuff in Las Vegas. He opened up, or he was one of the second opening acts for Usher when I was out there in May. You know, he's doing huge out there. He's based out there now. He's working with a buddy of mine named DJ Hectic. He's a producer for Sean out here. And so it's like he made what he did here with J Live Entertainment and the talent show and progressed.
And that's what goes to show you about our reputation as the Next Big Thing talent show in our 10-year anniversary. I mean, over the years, we've had tons of contestants catapult their careers to another level after winning the competition or even just competing in the competition. And just the fact that I know that I've helped out somebody, whether it's get a gig or do something in their life, that's what I'm more proud about with this show. Definitely. The fact that we've helped give opportunities to local contestants and just talented individuals out there. But now this year is a little different. This is the 10-year anniversary, which means we're going to see hip-hop artists. We're going to see singers. I mean, obviously, Sydnie's going to be involved. We're going to see a lot of different musicians. And dancers. And we're going to see Hispanic performers as well, and dancers as well. So this is a big competition, and it's going to be tough for you as a judge, I think, to judge between a hip-hop artist and a girl like Sydnie, who's going to come up singing an original acoustic song. How do you judge that?
Well, that's when you have to do something that's unique. You have to have your own niche, because if you don't, it's not going to separate you from the competition. You know, you have to bring something that's different. I like, we were talking about earlier, like America's Got Talent, and they had, this year's winner was a dog show. You have to have something that's gonna be unique and different to Fresno. It's gonna be unique and different to the talent show that we haven't seen in the last 10 years. Something that's just gonna bring it. And wow, that was crazy. Like last year, the dancing, the kids that danced, they were incredible.
They were superstars, basically, on stage.
But they were, and at such a young age, they were so mature in the way they presented themselves and the way they carried themselves.
And the big audition, folks, is tomorrow, September the 19th at 7 p.m. I'm going to be out there. I know Michael's going to be out there. Sydnie's going to be auditioning. So, and it's going to be a great show, folks, during the Big Fresno Fair. I believe our show starts October the 5th, and then also we're going to be having it on the 8th, 9th, and 10th out at the Big Fresno Fair's Pavilion stage. You can check out all show times and dates in regards to the Next Big Thing Talent Show for the Big Fresno Fair at jliveent.com. And don't forget all the updates at Twitter at jliveent and Facebook jliveent. Michael, before we go, once again, I really want to emphasize that the Next Big Thing Talent Show has been a unique competition in the fact that it's not just singing.
Nope.
It's not just a hip-hop thing. It's not just whatever. It's about who comes out and gives us the best performance of the night.
Correct.
Because here's the thing. It's a 4-day competition.
Right.
You could have came out on Thursday of the competition and did great. But if on the finale you did horrible, I mean,
it's what have you done
Thursday's eliminated. you know what I mean? You have to perform every night.
Yes,
and it's got to be better than the last.
You got to bring it every day. You can't just have an off day and say, I just wasn't feeling it. Or my voice hurts. Well, drink your lemon, get your hot tea, and come out and just bring it every day and bring something new every day. Because that's what have you done for me lately?
And being involved in the competition, being the the owner of the production and the executive producer and all the things that I've done, I've had people come to me and say, "Hey, how did that guy win over this other person?" It's like, "Hey, that other person performed great on Thursday, but they didn't perform great tonight."
You can't drop the ball at the end.
There it is.
You can't do it.
I mean, Sydnie, you've been there. You got third place last year.
Yeah, I've been there. I definitely been there.
Sydnie got third place.
Like certain things I did and certain things I didn't do, but you have to do and do and do.
Consistent performances, ladies and gentlemen. If you're out there, if you know anybody that has talent, please remind them. September the 19th, which is tomorrow, 7 p.m. at the Big Fresno Fair's Paul Theater. We have auditions for the Next Big Thing Talent Show's 10-year anniversary at the Big Fresno Fair. Michael, thank you so much for coming, man, and talking about the show. We're going to see you tomorrow out at the Paul Theater. Coming up next, it's the Week in Sports with DJ Brian Anthony. It's coming up next.
America's Sub Shop has arrived in the Tower District. Blimpie's is the best place to get delicious sandwiches, salads, baked goods, and smoothies at reasonable prices. You won't believe the great value of Blimpie's $5 combo deals. The fresh baked bread and big bowl taste will bring you in, and the friendly service and great prices will keep you coming back. A Blimpie sandwich is great on your lunch break or as a healthy meal for the whole family. Try Blimpie's today, located directly across from the Tower Theater. We know you'll love it.
Welcome to Voice of the Valley. I am your host, Kathy Wilcox. And two of Kathy's favorite things are going to be featured on the show today. Number one is money. Number two,
fun moves you can do.
alcohol! My first guest.
Back and forth ever so gently.
I have to get up. I have to show you this dress because I think it was made for me. Doesn't this just scream Maryland? I'm dressed for my Christmas parade outing, as you can see. Reindeer.
Number one selling wine from Argentina.
Argentina.
Kathy Wilcox, Voice of the Valley. Wednesdays at 2 on Channel 43.
Hi, Bill Carmichael here, manager of Valley Gold Mine Fresno. I'd like to tell everybody that we've relocated to the Tower District at 1212 North Van Ness Avenue. If you have any broken or unwanted jewelry you'd like to get top dollar for, give us a call at 559-970-8660. Also, we're on the web at www.valleygoldminefresno.com. If you're the type that likes to entertain at home, we have some gold parties that we can tell you about. And also, if you have children in schools and they have trouble raising funds, we have a great fundraiser that works as well. Once again, my number is 559-970-8660. Thank you.
This segment is brought to you by David Parker from the law offices of Parker, Kern, Nard, and Wenzel.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
It's my favorite part of the show, the
Mine
Weekend
too.
Sports with DJ Brian Anthony. It's yours too, huh? You're a big sports fan.
Sure.
And then, folks, I do want to remind you, we're giving away tickets to the big comedy show, Andre Covington, September the 28th at the Irwin Street Inn. Please enter at the Enter, Watch, and Win box here on CentralValleyTalk.com. Put in J-Live Radio, your email, and all your information, and we will take care of you. I got a message there. Where can we see Sydnie perform next? Sydnie, where can we see you perform next? Really quick.
What's today?
Today is Tuesday.
Okay, I play at a restaurant called Bobby Salazar's on Champlain and Perrin in Fresno every Friday and Saturday, so you'll see me there.
There it is. You can see Sydnie there. DJ Brian Anthony, how's it going, my friend?
What's up, Joey? How's it going?
Good, good.
So, you defeated me once again.
2-0.
2-0. So that only leads me to believe that we have this thing mixed up here. I think you belong doing sports, and I belong as the host. Because this look like you're killing me every week. But what's going on,
Undefeated,
Joey?
baby.
Well, Joey did defeat me in our weekly picks last week. He is definitely on a roll now. So we'll have to see if I can come back in week 3 and maybe muster a comeback. But as for right now, man, you hold the advantage. How does it feel?
It feels really good because I really think that I'm going to have an undefeated season this year, and I will.
Let's not get cocky now, Joey.
I will take down the 1970-something Miami Dolphins team that went undefeated.
Let's not get cocky now. I think the first 2 weeks I've been picking a bunch of underdogs to win it, and you have been picking the winners. But I think I'm going to start going your way and start doing the winners now.
Crazy week though in the NFL. Peyton
so
Manning
many upsets.
loses
So many
last
upsets
night against
first of all.
the Falcons.
Well, let's do a quick rundown.
Okay, go ahead.
A quick rundown of our weekly picks last week. Started on Thursday night with the Bears and Packers. Packers defeated Bears 23-10. I thought the Packers, weren't going to do too well this year. I thought since against the Niners they didn't look too good, and against the Bears they looked okay also, but I still don't think they have enough to win the NFC championship. But we'll see. I did lose that game. I took Bears.
And I think we discussed that too, in the fact that I didn't think the Packers were going to lose 2 in a row.
Yeah. Which they haven't done in quite a while. But me thinking underdog mentality, Bears would do it. Obviously they didn't. Chiefs, Bills. Bills ended up winning. We both lost that one. Bengals, I lost against the Browns. You took the Bengals. I took the Browns. So that's one of the things. Colts, Vikings. Vikings ended up winning. We both ended up winning that one. Raiders didn't show up at all. What's up with that, Raider fans?
And 2 Raider Nation.
I mean, Raider Nation, you guys are looking more like the Probation Nation, man. Come on.
I shouldn't be talking about the Raider. I'm in Raider colors right now. Look at this. My
you are.
Hundreds T-shirt is black and silver.
Anyways, there's a bunch of games that went on during the week. You ended up coming up with a victory, so you are now 2-0 the first 2 weeks. So we're going to go ahead and start with this week's picks. I know we're running out of time, like always, so we're going to have to do this pretty quick here. Joey, Thursday night is Giants and Carolina Panthers. Who do you have?
The Giants are back after this past week's victory. I say
Good
the
comeback.
Giants.
That was a great comeback by Peyton Manning.
Eli Manning.
Eli Peyton Manning. They're both the same. They're both great quarterbacks. I'm going Giants, St. Louis, and Chicago.
You know what? St. Louis is your team, man.
St. Louis is
and
my
and
team.
they put on an impressive performance against RG3 and the Redskins. I'm going with St. Louis.
Going with St. Louis. I got to stick with my team just like I did last week. I'm doing it this week. I'm taking Rams over Bears. Buffalo and Cleveland.
Buffalo and Cleveland just sounds like a sloppy game.
Sounds like a horrible, sloppy
with Buffalo.
game. Let's see who can even score a touchdown. I guarantee to be field goals. I'm going Cleveland in that one. Tampa Bay at Dallas. Dallas got defeated last week.
You know what? My Cowboys will not just go down in defeat like that. I'm sticking with my Cowboys.
Sticking Cowboys. I'm going to go Cowboys also. I think they're going to come back. They had a fluke game last week. They played 2 on the road. They finally go home for this one. Jets and Miami.
Jets and Miami. I'm going to leave this pick to Sydney. Sydney, you're going to be my pick. Just say either Jets or Miami.
I was sleeping with my eyes open. What's happening?
Oh, my God.
I'm going with her eyes open. You know what? These are both of the teams from the Hard Knock series.
Go Miami, because it's pretty
Exactly.
over there.
Miami, baby. Hard Knock series.
I think Sanchez comes through this time. I think Jets over Miami. San Francisco, Minnesota.
San Francisco, Minnesota, once again, ladies and gentlemen, I will say this every week. My prediction to win the Super Bowl is the San Francisco 49ers, and they might do it in an undefeated season. I'm going with the 49ers.
I'm going Niners, too. They're looking way too good right now. Kansas City, New Orleans.
Kansas City, New Orleans. Oh, man. Kansas City.
Kansas City, I'm going, you know what, New Orleans looks like it's hurting without their coach, but I think they finally get this win. They're at home. They're playing out a good Chief team. I'm going New Orleans. Cincinnati, Washington.
Cincinnati, Washington. RG3 will not lose 2 in a row. He's coming back, RG3.
I agree. RG3, Washington with victory. Detroit at Tennessee.
Detroit at Tennessee. Tennessee?
That's the only thing I was saying because my second cousin played for the Oilers.
Really?
Wow. They were the Oilers, so
okay.
Sydney's the Oilers.
That's
Sydney's
the
Oilers. Okay.
I say cousin.
You're taking Tennessee, but you know what? I'm going to take who they play.
Detroit.
Detroit, yeah. Detroit put on a good performance against the 49ers, and you notice that the coaches actually didn't fight this time.
I've seen that.
So I'm going with Detroit.
Jacksonville, my pick. I'm going Tennessee with Sydney. Jacksonville, Indianapolis.
Jacksonville, Indianapolis. I'm going to go Indianapolis.
I'm going to go Indianapolis, too. I think Luck might get the victory. Philadelphia, Arizona.
Philadelphia, Arizona. Philadelphia looked really good.
They did. Michael Vick finally, broke
Arizona are the Cinderella kids from last weekend. They beat the New England Patriots. But I got to say this. Which Cardinal team was actually the best upsetter? Was it the Arizona Cardinals or was it the Stanford Cardinals who beat USC?
Hey, I'll tell you what, Joey. I think it was the Stanford Cardinals, which I'll get into a little bit. But Arizona.
I'm going Arizona. I'm going Arizona.
The whole Cardinal Nation had a great thing. I'm sticking with Arizona also. Atlanta, San Diego.
Atlanta, San Diego. Well, like I said, I like to hang out with my boys, Regilio,
Pat
and
Hill's
my boy
in
Phil.
Atlanta, right?
Chargers, baby.
Chargers, I'm going Chargers too. Houston at Denver.
Houston at Denver. You know what? Peyton Manning is very passionate, and he does not like to lose, and he will not lose this game. I'm going with Denver.
I'm sticking Houston. That is my Super Bowl pick this year, and I will go for Houston even though they're playing at Denver. Pittsburgh at Oakland Raiders.
Come on, the Steeler Nation against the Raider Nation.
Probation Nation.
Dude, we're both wearing Raider colors.
I know.
What is wrong with us?
Me and Sydney are supporting the Raiders, but you know what? I think that's a sign of bad news. I'm going with the Steelers.
I'm going Steelers with you. Sydney? Pittsburgh, Oakland.
Okay.
You don't care. New England at Baltimore.
At least she's honest. I'm going with New England because
Sunday night NBC, by the way.
It's just one of those games that I think that New England does not want to lose.
I don't think New England's going to lose either. I got New England, Green Bay at Seattle, Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football. I got to go with Green Bay because those Seattle Seahawks beat my Cowboys.
And you know what? I'm sticking Green Bay. Seattle's doing great this season. However, Green Bay is going to come back. My fantasy football sleepers this week. Danny Amendola from the Rams. Yes, that is my team. However, he had 15 receptions, 160 yards. You want to pick him up on that free agent wire if he isn't already taken. Brandon Weeden, quarterback for Cleveland, had 300 yards and 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Pick him up if you can. The Seahawks defense held Dallas to 7 points. So all you fantasy football players out there, pick these players up if they're not already picked up. If they're on your bench, I suggest you start them this week. I think they're going to have a great next week coming up.
What else is in sports?
In sports, back to our local team, football. Hey, they blew out the Colorado Buffaloes, man. They tore them up, 69-14. The Fresno State football team tore up the Buffaloes, who are from the Pac-12, and they are not having a great season. However, Fresno State ended up blowing them out. It's still a good thing that they did. Robbie Rouse, congratulations to him. He set the school rushing record with 144 yards. He now has 3,539 yards. Congratulations, Robbie Rouse. Congratulations, Fresno State, on the big win. They play Tulsa this week at 5 o'clock at Tulsa. USC, as we talked about, lost to Stanford 21-14. That's 4 straight seasons USC has been defeated by Stanford. USC loses all their national title hopes, and so now we got to really rely from the Pac-12 on either Oregon or Stanford to come through. MLB, Giants, lucky number to win the West is 8 games. They defeated Rockies yesterday 2-1. And it's time for our winners and losers, ladies and gentlemen.
Winners and losers.
Yes, and winner this week is NFC West. I went with NFC West because they had a great week. Niners, Seahawks, Cardinals, and Rams all won this week, and they defeated Green Bay. Niners have defeated Green Bay, Detroit. Seattle defeated Cowboys. Rams defeated the fast and rising Redskins, and the Cardinals defeated the Patriots. They've been the laughingstock of football for a long time. NFC West came out and had a great weekend. They are my winners.
Wow.
My losers, I got 3. Jay Cutler for the Bears. He called out his lineman right on national TV.
What did he say?
During the game, he went up to him, yelled at him. The lineman absolutely hated it. And a couple players and former players came up, and now they're saying that Cutler doesn't show no any leadership.
Wait a minute. So he actually yelled at
his lineman right during Thursday Night Football. He goes to his face and just sits there and creams him, and that's the guy that blocks for you. So shame on you, Jay Cutler, for doing that.
Why
from
would
the Bears.
you want to take out?
I don't know why he did that. Michael Turner last night had a great game, had a touchdown. What does he do? Get a DUI last night. Michael Turner got pulled over, got a DUI after scoring for Atlanta. Going over 90 miles an hour, now he faces possibly suspension. Shaun White, snowboarder, charged with public intoxication and vandalism at a Nashville hotel. Shaun White, you are my loser. Cutler, you're my loser. Turner, you're my loser this week.
Wow.
Quick note, Sergio Martinez defeats Julio Cesar Chavez this weekend in boxing. NHL is on lockout, and that is sports.
Wait a minute. Sergio Martinez defeated Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.?
Yes, defeated him unanimous decision. Absolutely dominated him through 11 rounds. 12th round, Cesar Chavez did it right.
Hold on a second. For some reason, somebody had told me this past weekend that Chavez Jr. won.
No, Chavez Jr. lost to Sergio Martinez. Yeah, Martinez is too tough, man.
Right now. I don't know how to take this in right now. Seriously, I'm shocked because I went on thinking that he won the fight.
No.
So somebody told me that Chavez Jr. was almost
knocked out. Was it a bet?
Did
you bet the guy? You had to pay the guy and he lied to you or something?
I'm just absolutely in shock. But ladies and gentlemen, I guess Chavez Jr. goes down. But thank you very much, DJ Brian Anthony. Thank you very much, Sydnie Brazile. We are running out of time. Every Tuesday, we're here on CentralValleyTalk.com, 10 a.m. J-Live Entertainment Radio, The Experience Live with Joey Perez. Thank you so very much for joining us, and thank you for the support. Please check us out. Twitter, @JLiveENT, Facebook, JLiveENT, and JLiveENT.com. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Hi, I'm Greg Rude, a local real estate agent, working with London Properties. You might be thinking about buying or selling a property right now, or maybe you just have a question about real estate. I'd love to help you with that. Give me a call at 352-7716, and I can answer any questions that you might have. Maybe you've got a property that's upside down. Maybe you're interested in buying a bank foreclosure and have a question about that. Or maybe you just like someone to show you some houses that you're interested in or have a question about a particular property. Once again, give me a call.